Okay, right now. So today we'll start your motionless straight line. Motionless straight line, when we are discussing about that object on the straight line that travel object on the straight line that travel so which has its own mass based பண்ணி தான் நம்ம discuss பண்றோம். Remember that chapter name on the motionless straight line. So it is nothing but your kinematics. Motionless straight line. Motionless straight line. So motionless straight line நம்ம discuss பண்ணும்போது so there are some parameters are there. So first அந்த parameters பத்தி நம்ம discuss பண்ணலாம். அதோட formulas வந்து என்ன இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம். Formulas நம்ம derivations எல்லாம் பண்ண மாட்டோம். Formulas, what are the formulas are there? We'll just see that. Three relations are there. Okay. And after that we'll do some problems. There are a number of problems are there. ஒரு concept ஒரு problem இருக்கு. We'll discuss it. Okay. So heading motionless straight line. When we are discussing about the motionless straight line, இதுல வந்து some parameters are there. Those parameters are nothing but position, already தெரிஞ்சிருக்கு இது, displacement, third one distance, okay, so fourth one your velocity, fifth one speed, okay, and sixth one acceleration. Position, displacement, distance, velocity, speed, and acceleration. These are your parameters motion in straight line. Okay, so when we are discussing about these things, so remember நம்ம வந்து ஆப்ஜெக்ட் அதோட மாஸ் அதோட டாபிக் வந்து ஒரு பாயிண்ட் வந்து இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட்க்கு டிராவல் ஆகும்போது தான் நம்ம ரிலேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்க்கணும். So one by one basic. So anyone can able to tell me what is position? So how to find the position of an object? ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டோட பொசிஷன் வந்து நம்ம எப்படி ஃபைண்ட் பண்றோம்? ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டோட பொசிஷன் வந்து நம்ம எப்படி ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்றோம்? Anyone? Anyone? But actually, what is position actually? Sorry, okay. So first one, your position. Position. So for example, if you want to find the position is nothing but location or address of any object. So or object or a location, address, position to find out that we are using the coordinates. With the help of coordinates, we can able to find the position, location, or address of any object, right? For example, so assume there is an object. There is an object A. Okay. So with the help of axis, நம்ம வந்து axis எல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டோம். 2-dimensional axis, 3-dimensional axis. So x-axis as well as the y-axis. Okay. To find the position of the object, with the help of axis, we can able to find its position. Okay. So this position is nothing but your coordinates. If it is 3-axis, it will be x, y, and z. Okay, நம்ம வந்து இப்போ direction பத்தி நம்ம discuss பண்ணல. We are discussing about the object positions. With the help of your coordinates, we can able to find the position of any object. Okay, so in the position தான் நம்ம GPS location நம்ம பார்க்கும்போது we'll discuss about the latitudes and longitudes. Latitudesல வந்து degrees எப்படி இருக்குன்னா உங்களுக்கு degrees, minutes and seconds. Okay, latitude and longitude அதோட position base பண்ணி தான் நம்ம discuss பண்ணிட்டு. Okay, right. So this is your position, and இதுக்கு மேல நான் stress பண்ண மாட்டேன். And there is one more thing, distance. What is distance and what is displacement? Anyone? What is distance and what is displacement? ரெண்டு length measure பண்ணிடா. ரெண்டு length measurement தான். ரெண்டுமே length measurement தான். What is the basic difference between displacement and distance? What is displacement and what is distance? Anyone? என்னாச்சு? வாய்ஸ் கிளியரா இருக்கா? டிஸ்டன்ஸ்னா என்னது, டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட்னா என்னது? இப்படி இருந்தா ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா, ரொம்ப அப்படி நான் வந்து ஓகே. Displacement is moving an object from one place to other place. Okay, what about the distance? What about the distance? Okay, ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸாம்பிள் பார்க்கலாம். என்னாச்சுன்னு தெரியலையே, பேச மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க. லாஸ்ட் பேட்சே பரவாயில்லமா, அட்லீஸ்ட் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் இருந்தது. இந்த பேட்ச் என்னாச்சுன்னு தெரியல. Okay, so we'll discuss about the object. Okay, I assume there is an object which has some mass m. So இப்போ நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா, so I'm applying an object மேல நான் வந்து ஒரு force apply பண்றேன். I'm applying a force on its object. Okay, so this is your initial point. This is your initial point. Initial point is starting point. Now force apply pannanaala now it will try to travel from initial point to the final point. Object and it will try to travel from initial point to the final point. When it is traveling from initial point to the final point, idhila on the path, whatever the path it was chosen, this is nothing but your distance and this is nothing but your displacement. The length. So on the initial point and the final point, the travel and the path that we call it as distance or displacement. But distance distance displacement assume there are n number of paths are there. There are n number of paths are there. Like for example, so this A point, this B point. Okay, there are n number of paths are there. Okay, so path number 1, 2, and 3. If you see that the shortest path between A point to the B point, the shortest path between A point to the B point, we call it as displacement. The shortest path between A point to the B point is nothing but your displacement. And the longest path, what is the longest path? Okay, the longest path when we are discussing, it is nothing but your distance. The shortest path is displacement, the longest path is distance. And remember one more thing, when we are discussing about the directions, okay, so shortest path and so I can specify now on the A point and the B point can travel A point and the B point can travel they'll be having some direction. So displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. But when we are discussing about the distance on the now A point and the B point so I can choose the longest path. So there is no specific direction for distance. When you are discussing about the distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. Remember that displacement is a vector quantity because it is a shortest path. There is a direction. Distance there is no proper direction. So it is a scalar quantity. Okay, both are measured with the length only. Both are measured with length. Yeah, length measurement. Okay, both units are same, which is meters. Both units are same, which are meters. So displacement is the shortest path. Distance is nothing but your path which was chosen between the A point and B point, which will be the longest path. The scalar, the vector. Now, next one, we'll see about the velocity. Velocity speed are similar. Velocity speed are similar. Okay, velocity specified displacement by time period. Velocity specifies displacement and time period. Okay, and the speed specifies distance and time period. Distance and time period. Displacement is a shortest path. So when we are discussing the shortest path, we'll say as a velocity. So again, velocity is a vector quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity. And speed number on the vector scalar as well. Remember distance on the it is nothing but your scalar quantity. It is the longest path which it was covering. So speed is also a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Okay, so vector is velocity, speed is your scalar quantity. Now, so when we are discussing about the velocity and displacement, this is the shortest path based on the discuss pandrom, this is the longest path based on the discuss pandrom. At one particular point, velocity speed rendu same ayirukum. One particular point, velocity speed rendu same ayirukum. Eppo irukuna, there is only one path. There is only one path. ஒரே ஒரு path இருக்கு. So which is traveling from A point to B point. அப்போ ஒரே ஒரு பாத்னு சொல்லும்போது distance displacement ரெண்டு சேம் ஆயிடும். Distance displacement ரெண்டு சேம் ஆயிடும். Distance displacement எப்போ சேம் ஆயிருக்குமோ velocity and speed ரெண்டு சேம் ஆயிடும். Okay, so distance displacement எப்போ சேம் ஆயிருக்கும், velocity speed ரெண்டு சேம் ஆயிருக்கும். At which condition na when there is only one path. ஒரே ஒரு path இருக்கும்போது தான் we are going to discuss about that. Now, so next one, types of vectors. Types of velocities. There are two different types of them. First one,
instantaneous velocity.
Yes, correct. So velocity,
average velocity.
Yes, correct. So velocity வந்து two parts நம்ம split பண்றோம். Okay, velocity, speed, acceleration almost similar தான். Okay, velocity வந்து நான் two parts split பண்றேன். அதுல first one is your average velocity. Okay, and second one, instantaneous velocity. Average velocity and instantaneous velocity. First, we'll see about the average velocity. Average velocity now, I'll see some examples. With the examples based on we'll discuss. Okay, so for example, there is an object. Now on the object based on discuss which has some mass. So mass is force. Remember, So there is a mass which was trying to travel from A point to B point. Okay, ஒரு object வந்து A point and B point க்கு travel ஆயிருக்கு. Okay, so இங்க வந்து A point and B point க்கு travel ஆகும்போது mass change ஆகாது. Remember, mass change ஆகாது. Okay, so here the starting time period is T1. The starting time period is T1 and ending time period is T2. Okay, starting time period is T1, ending time period is T2. Or else நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா, so இப்போ வந்து A point and B point, like for example உங்க home வந்து உங்க கிளாஸஸ்க்கு, so for example உங்க ஸ்கூலுக்கு நீங்க போறீங்க, A point and B point போறீங்க, middle there is a signal, there is a signal. I'm taking this point as C. I'm taking this point as C. So if you see that A point and the C point, there is a displacement. ஏன்னா வந்து ஒரே ஒரு பாத் இருக்கு, நீங்க டிஸ்டன்ஸ் சொல்லலாம், டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட் சொல்லலாம். So A point to C point, this is nothing but displacement. I'll take it as S1. And C point to B point, I'll take it as displacement S2. I'll take it as displacement S2. Now, so now the A point and the C point ku na on the reach ஆயிட்டு இருக்குனா அதோட time period and the duration சொல்றோம், duration is T1. Okay, and அதே மாதிரி C point to B point நான் வந்து travel ஆகும்போது the duration is T2. Okay, so there is a displacement S1 and there is a displacement S2. So நான் வந்து ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட்க்கு travel ஆனா அந்த C வந்து B க்கு travel ஆற displacement நான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றேன். Now, average velocity relation. Average velocity or average speed almost similar relations. So it is displacement by time period. Velocity is nothing but displacement by time period. But when we are discussing about the average, the total displacement by total time period. Total displacement by total time period. Total displacement by total time period. So total displacement is S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. Now if you see that நான் இண்டிவிஜுவலா பார்க்கறேன். So S1 இருக்கு, T1 இருக்கு, and S2 இருக்கு, T2 இருக்கு. So நான் வந்து A பாயிண்ட்ல இருந்து C பாயிண்ட்க்கு டிராவல் ஆகும்போது இதோட velocity different இருக்கலாம். C ல இருந்து B க்கு டிராவல் ஆகும்போது இதோட velocity different இருக்கலாம். So to find the velocities individually, we know the velocity is equal to displacement by time period. Remember this relation, V1 is equal to S1 by T1 and V2 is equal to S2 by T2. This is your average velocity. Okay, if there is a doubt in there, you can ask me. So total displacement by total time period. This is your average velocity. Okay, right?
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Instantaneous velocity. Next one, instantaneous velocity. So anyone, what is instantaneous velocity? What is the relation? Instantaneous velocity.
dx by dt.
புரியலமா?
dx by dt.
dx by dt. So instantaneous velocity is dx by dt. dx by dt. I'll take an example. I'll take a small example. Maha, koncham mute பண்ணுங்க. Please, thank you. Okay, so there is an initial condition, A point இருக்கு, B point இருக்கு. Okay, ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து A point வந்து B point க்கு டிராவல் ஆயிருக்கு. So I don't know A point எங்க இருக்கு எனக்கு தெரியாது, B point எங்க இருக்கு எனக்கு தெரியாது. Okay, so I need to find the velocity at C point. Okay, now velocity வந்து C point கிட்ட நான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணேன். So velocity at one particular point is not possible. நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க, velocity இந்த பாயிண்ட் கிட்ட without any reference. So starting தெரியாது, ending தெரியாது, time period தெரியாது, displacement எதுவுமே தெரியாம I cannot able to find the velocity at C particular point. So center point lo, in the point lo I cannot able to find. To find the velocity at C point, I need its initial condition and as well as final condition. Initial point enakku venum, final point enakku. Okay, so without any initial and final points, I cannot able to find the velocities here. Now, so if on the initial condition, either a displacement, I'll take it as S1. Either a displacement, I'll take it as T2, S2. And time period, the starting time period and ending time period. So starting time period is T1, ending time period is T2. So displacement, I'll take it as S here. Okay, displacement in the nice. If you see that, so in the region, initial to final point, in the region, displacement, I have to find the difference. Okay, I need to find the difference, and the difference it is ds. Difference. So the difference on the last part so which is nothing but s2 minus s1. So the difference between these 2 points is nothing but s2 minus s1. It is nothing but difference. It is ds by the time period. The difference in the time period. So it is nothing but t2 minus t1. T2 minus t1, which is dt. Okay, so it is s2 minus s1 by t2 minus t1. At that particular instant, we can able to find the velocity. That velocity we call it as instantaneous velocity. So இது வந்து ds by dt ல நான் ஸ்பெசிஃபை பண்றேன். We can get the relations with respect to equations also sometimes. நான் அதை differentiate பண்ணனும். Sometimes we can able to integrate it. We'll do some problems on these things. So instantaneous velocity is nothing but it is difference in displacement, okay, or rate of change of displacement as well. Okay, ds by dt. It is your instantaneous velocity. And remember one more thing, நான் வந்து velocity பத்தி நான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றேன். அதே வந்து displacement placeல distance இருந்தா that is nothing but your speed. அதே மாதிரி average speed இருக்கு, அதே மாதிரி instantaneous speed இருக்கு. Clear? So we'll see the speed also. Same relations are. And when we're discussing about the velocity on the formula, it is displacement by time period. Either unit on the meter per second. Speed is same unit, the meter per second. You already know these things. Okay. So speed, average speed relation is equal to distance. Distance now on the d1, d2 and so on. d1 plus d2 by t1 plus t2. Distance. Okay, when we are discussing about the only one path, distance, velocity, speed, velocity, rendu same. Distance, displacement, rendu same. Now, so instantaneous speed is equal to d2 minus d1 by t2 minus t1. d2 minus d1 by t2 minus t1. This is your instantaneous speed. Okay. Now, acceleration. When we are discussing about the acceleration வந்து நம்ம ஒரு shorter duration, shorter time period base பண்ணி தான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம். Acceleration relation is velocity by time period. Acceleration relation is velocity by time period. Okay. So again, velocity is meter per second. Either unit பார்க்கும்போது it is meter per second square. You already know. Okay. Sorry. Apart from this acceleration, we'll do some problems till velocity. Okay. Velocity நிறைய relations இருக்கு. We'll try to complete it. So today we'll do some problems on your relations with respect to velocity, displacement, distance, speed. Acceleration நாளைக்கு பார்க்கலாம். And tomorrow we are going to discuss about the graphs also. Graphical formulas, graphical problems. So there are so many things are there. We'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. So till this topic, we'll do. Okay. The problems la edha doubt irundha please ask me that. So step by step நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். Okay. இதுல வந்து differentiation இருக்கு. Differentiation terms நான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றேன். So take a problem. First problem. One by one we'll discuss. Suppose voice breakage irukku edavadhu issues irundha please let me know. Okay, first problem. On a 60 kilometers track, a train travels on a 60 kilometers track. A train travels the first 30 kilometers with a uniform speed. The first 30 kilometers with a uniform speed of 30 kilometers per hour. How much fast the train travel the next 30 kilometers? Next 30 kilometers. Okay, so I need to find the speed. Okay, where it was starting for the next 30 kilometers. Okay, how much fast the train travel the next 30 kilometers. So as to average 40 kilometers per hour. So as to average 40 kilometers per hour for the entire trip. 40 kilometers per hour for the entire trip. Okay, right? I'll repeat the question. On a 60 kilometers track, a train travels first 30 kilometers with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. For the next 30 kilometers, we need to find the speed. The average speed is 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, right? Remember one more thing. When you're discussing about the question, physics lo பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் எந்த question கொடுத்தாலும் if there are any relation, ஏதாவது வந்து picture draw பண்ண முடியும்னா just try to draw it. Okay, it will be easy for you to solve it. Okay, so we'll discuss with respect to the pictures. Then we'll solve the sum. Okay, so on the total distance என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, it is nothing but your 60 kilometers. Total distance they have given 60 kilometers. This is A point, this is B point. Okay, and for the first 30 kilometers, other speed என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னா which is 30 kilometer per hour. இது நான் வந்து V1 நினைக்கிறேன். இதோட டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட் 30 கிலோமீட்டர்ஸ்னால இது S1 நினைக்கிறேன். So எனக்கு வந்து S1 தெரியும், V1 தெரியும். டைம் பீரியட் கொடுக்கல. Second one. So for the next 30 kilometers, we need to find the speed. So V2 எனக்கு தெரியாது. I'm going to find the V2. And இதோட average speed என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னா total entire tripக்கு average speed வந்து 40 kilometers per hour. 40 kilometers per hour. This is your question. So இதுல என்ன find out பண்ணோம்? We need to find V2. Okay. So question கொடுத்த உடனே இதுக்கு ரிலேட்டட் ஏதாவது ரிலேஷன்ஸ் பிக்சர்ஸ் ஏதாவது சின்னதா இருந்தாலும் உங்களுக்கு எது யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்குமோ சின்ன டிரா பண்ணிக்கோங்க. உங்களுக்கு புரியுற மாதிரி நீங்க டிரா பண்ணி ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே. அண்ட் இதுக்கு வந்து ஃபார்முலாஸ் எது இருக்குன்னு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தேடாதீங்க. ஸோ இதுக்கு என்ன ஃபார்முலா இதுக்கு என்ன ஃபார்முலான்னு தேடாதீங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அதோட பிக்சர் கொஸ்டின் உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா இல்லையா ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்றது பெட்டர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். Okay. Then we'll see the relations. So when we are discussing about the average, so average relation it is nothing but S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. So this is your average velocity. This is your average velocity. S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. But inge time period எனக்கு தெரியாது. Time period தெரியாது. Velocity தெரியும், displacement தெரியும். Here also velocity தெரியும், displacement தெரியும். What I'll do, I'll take the relation time period place in terms of time period, displacement velocity. So we know that velocity is equal to displacement by time period. So time period is equal to displacement by velocity. Okay. So T1 is equal to S1 by V1. Adhe madri T2 is equal to S2 by V2. I'm going to substitute the relation here. And one more thing. Inge vandu S1 S2 nu sollirken. S1 S2 rendu vandu balanced ah irukku. That is 30 kilometers 30 kilometers. So I'll take it as S1 is equal to S2 is equal to S. I'll take it as S1 is equal to S2 is equal to S. So it is S plus S by T is nothing but S by D1 plus S by D2. Okay, which is equal to S plus S another 2S. Correct? So 2S by S now common it. 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. So SS will get cancelled. So V1 by V2 is on the cross multiply pannittu. When I'm converting into the numerator, the relation will be 2 into V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. 2 into V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. Now, so you know V1. Okay. So you know the average velocity, which is 40 kilometers per hour. Try to substitute here. Try to find the velocity V2. Okay. நல்லா பாத்துக்கோங்க. இதுல வந்து answers வந்து options வந்து இது kilometers per hour இருந்தா just try to keep it kilometers per hour. Meter per second இருந்தா you have to convert kilometers per hour into meter per second. இப்போதைக்கு no need to convert. So because the answer is about in kilometers per hour. So the answer is 60 kilometers per hour. Answer is 60 kilometers per hour. So substitute the relations, try to find the answer. Do it. இதுல ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தா ப்ளீஸ் ஆஸ்க் மீ தட். ஸோ நீங்க வந்து இப்போ வந்து அட்லீஸ்ட் பேசுறதை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க. டவுட்ஸ் இல்லாம எதுவுமே கேட்கலன்னா நான் அப்படியே முடிச்சுட்டே போயிட்டே இருப்பேன். ஓகே. ஸோ எனக்கு பிரச்சனை இல்லை. ஸோ உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஏதோ ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கணும், ஏதோ சப்போர்ட் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு தான் நான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். இன்னும் உங்களுக்கு வந்து இபுக்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஸோ ஓல்ட் பேட்ச் இருக்காங்க, அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும். ஸோ நிறைய இபுக்ஸ் இருக்கு அண்ட் ஆன்லைன் டெஸ்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கு. அது நான் வந்து அப்லோட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஷேர் பண்றேன். ஓகே. ஸோ படிக்கிறது மட்டும்தான் உங்களுக்கு. Okay, do it. Okay, ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தா ப்ளீஸ் ஆஸ்க் மீ தட். நோட் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? ஃபைண்ட் தி ஆன்சர் V2. ஆன்சர் வந்து ஃபைனல் ஆன்சர் 60 kilometers per hour வரணும். Yes sir, 60. Okay, fine, good. 60 kilometers per hour. Okay. ஓகே, அதர்ஸ் ப்ளீஸ் ஆன்சர்ஸ் வந்து நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. நீங்க வந்து அப்புறமா சால்வ் பண்ணுங்க. சப்போஸ் உங்களுக்கு வந்து டிஃபிகல்ட்டா இருந்தா நீங்க அப்புறமா சால்வ் பண்ணுங்க. இந்த ரிலேஷன்ஸ் மட்டும் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, ஆன்சர் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஓகே, வில் டு சம் மோர் சம்ஸ். ரைட், நோட் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? கேன் ஐ எரேஸ் இட்? Okay, right. Good. Okay, next question. Next question. So, next question. A train moves with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, it is your second question. Okay, a train moves with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour in the first 15 minutes. In the first 15 minutes, a train moves with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour in the first 15 minutes. Okay, comma, with the other speed of 40 kilometers per hour. With the other speed of 40 kilometers per hour in the next 15 minutes. 40 kilometers per hour in the next 15 minutes. Okay, and then with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, and then with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour with the next 30 minutes. The next 30 minutes. Calculate the average speed of the train for this journey. Calculate the average speed. We are going to find the average speed of this train for the entire trip. Average speed of the train for the entire trip. So try to find it. I'll repeat the question again. A train moves with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour for the first 15 minutes. So then 40 kilometers per hour for the next 15 minutes. Then 60 kilometers per hour for the next 30 minutes. We are going to find the average speed. Try to find it. Think பண்ணி பண்ணுங்க. And remember one more thing. இங்க வந்து kilometers per hour இருக்கு. ஓகேவா? நல்லா பார்த்துக்கோங்க. Kilometers per hour options நான் கொடுத்துறேன். Answer options are, take down the options. Options are 30 kilometers per hour. First one, this is A. Second one, it is 47.5 kilometers per hour. C, it is 54.5 kilometers per hour. And D, it is 65 kilometers per hour. So these are your options. Okay, இங்க பார்க்கும்போது ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்ல வந்து kilometers per hour இருக்கு. Remember, kilometers per hour இருக்கு. No need to convert into meters. No need to convert into seconds. But இங்க வந்து minutes கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. நல்லா பாருங்க. இது minutesல இருக்கு. We need to convert into hours. Okay, இது hoursல convert பண்ணணும். Minutes இல்ல hoursல convert பண்ணி பண்ணணும். Right? Give me the answer. Suppose உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சா நீங்க பண்ணுங்க. Just அந்த same relation தான். Okay, so தெரிஞ்சா பண்ணுங்க or else I'll do it. The doubt is not, please ask me. தெரிஞ்சா பண்ணுங்க இல்லனா I'll help you with it. Convert those minutes into hours first. Okay, over. Something like $47.5. Yes, ma'am. Good. So answer is 47.5. Others, please make it fast. Sir, நான் சொல்றேன் பாருங்க எப்படி பண்றது. Remember, நீங்க வந்து minutes to seconds convert பண்ணனும்னா minutes to seconds convert பண்ணனும்னா we have to multiply by 60. When you want to convert minutes to seconds convert பண்ணனும்னா we have to multiply by 60. அதே minutes to hours convert பண்ணனும்னா minutes to hours, so divided by 60. Remember, it is divided by 60. Okay, so divided by 60. So 50 by 60 and 30 by 60. 50 by 60 and 30 by 60. First of all, displacement problem. So average velocity is nothing but the total displacement by time period. Total displacement by time period. Now, we'll see one by one. So displacement is nothing but it is 30 kilometers, 30 into, okay, hours. Okay, we just multiply it. Displacement, okay, so into 15 by 60. 15 by 60 plus 40 into, it is 15 by 60 plus, okay, 60 into 30 by 60. So now the hours multiply pannada, I can able to find the displacement. This is your displacement. Okay, remember that. So displacement is nothing but here velocity கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, velocity into time period is nothing but your displacement. So இங்க வந்து 30 kilometers per hour into hours நான் வந்து multiply பண்ணா அதுக்கு எது displacement. Okay, when you got the displacement, so divided by the relation divided by the total time period. Total time period and சொல்லும்போது 15 minutes is nothing but 30 minutes and 30 minutes is nothing but 1 hour. It's nothing but 1 hour. So which is equal to, so when you do the average itself here, it is a 47.5 by 1. So it is nothing but kilometers per hour. Okay, this is your answer. Okay, so take it down. We'll see the next one. Done? Okay, fine. Okay, next question we'll see. Then you can try பண்ணுங்க. Okay, next question. A car travels along a straight line. Car travels along a straight line. Remember, இதெல்லாம் வந்து நம்ம பேசிக்ஸ் questions, இன்னும் difficulty questions நம்ம என்ன ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். ஒரு மெத்தட் வந்து ஒரு questions நம்ம பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கலாம். So அதுல difficulty level improve பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பேன். So doubts இருந்தா please ask me. Okay, a car travels along a straight line for the first half. Car travels along a straight line for the first half with a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. With a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. 50 kilometers per hour. And the second half time with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. I'll repeat the question. A car travels along a straight line for the first half with a speed of 50 kilometers per hour, and the next half with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Find the average speed of the car. Find the average speed of the car. Average speed of the car. Try to find the average speed. I'll repeat the question if you want. A car travels along a straight line for the first half time, okay, with a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. For the next half, it is 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, we need to find the average velocity, average speed or average velocity. Try to find options. I'll give the options. First one, 45 kilometers per hour. Remember, options on the kilometers per hour. No need to convert into meter per second. Second one, 55. Third one, 65. And fourth one, 15. 15. Find the answer. You are going to find the average velocity or average speed. Try to find.
Five kilometer per hour, sir.
Huh?
55.
How much?
55 kilometer per hour.
Yes, ma, 55 kilometers per hour. 55 kilometers per hour. Others, please do it. It is 55 kilometers per hour. So எப்படினா average velocity is nothing but the displacement by time period. ஆனா இங்க வந்து displacement கிடையாது, time period வந்து half time period சொல்லிருக்கோம். இது half and இது half. Okay, so assuming the total time period is t, so either a half time period na t by 2, either a half time period na t by 2. Okay, so velocity into time period is nothing but your displacement. So 50 into the time period is t by 2 plus so the half, it is 60 into the time period is t by 2 by total time period t. Okay, when you do the average, you will get around 55 kilometer per hour. This is your answer. Okay. Note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Well, okay, man, fine. Okay, next heading, acceleration. First start பண்ணிட்டேன். Acceleration, next heading, acceleration. So in the average velocity, ஏதாவது doubts இருந்தா please ask me that. So we'll discuss about acceleration நிறைய sums இருக்கு. Okay, then we'll discuss about the 3 equations. Okay, acceleration, heading acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but your velocity by time period. Acceleration is nothing but your velocity by time period. Velocity by time period. When there is a changes, ஒரு point வந்து இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட்க்கு சேஞ்ச் ஆகும்போது we call it as change in velocity by time period. Change in velocity by time period. Time period and சொல்லலாம், time duration or time taken னு சொல்லலாம். Okay, so change in velocity by time period. This is your acceleration. Now, acceleration வந்து there are some relations are there. So உங்களுக்கு already தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். Instantaneous acceleration as usual. Okay, variable acceleration, uniform acceleration and average acceleration. Okay, one by one we'll see. First one is your uniform acceleration. First one, uniform acceleration. First நான் heading சொல்லிடுறேன், then I'll discuss it. Okay, first one is your uniform acceleration. First one is your uniform acceleration. Second one is your variable acceleration. Second one is variable acceleration. Third one is average acceleration. Third one is average acceleration. Average acceleration. And fourth one is your instantaneous acceleration. Fourth one is your instantaneous acceleration. These are your different type of acceleration. Okay, and apart from this, there is one more thing. Fifth one, positive and negative acceleration. Positive and negative acceleration. Okay, so first names மட்டும் note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Uniform, variable acceleration, okay, average acceleration, instantaneous acceleration, positive and negative acceleration. Okay, right? Okay, anyone tell me what is uniform acceleration? What is uniform acceleration? First one, anyone? So acceleration வந்து யூனிஃபார்மா டிராவல் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஆனா மீனிங் என்னது actually?
Equal number of velocity.
Okay, equal amount of velocity. Okay, so just take a point. Uniform acceleration. Take a point for uniform acceleration. The velocity changes in equal amounts. Velocity changes in equal amounts in equal interval of time. Velocity changes in equal amounts in equal interval of time. Equal amounts in equal interval of time. Okay, this is your uniform. So uniform it will try to decrease, or uniform it will try to increase. Uniform is equal amount of velocity and equal amount of time period. And almost on the uniform acceleration எப்பவுமே நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றது small time period பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம். So சின்ன time period பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் நம்ம uniform சொல்லிட்டு. So if it is a bigger one, the acceleration may can change. This is your uniform acceleration. Second one, variable acceleration. Variable acceleration. Variable acceleration. So velocity changes unequal amounts. Velocity changes unequal amounts. Unequal amounts. Okay, in equal interval. In equal interval. Velocity changes unequal amount in equal interval. So equal interval velocity on the continuous change without any constant one. If it is changes, we call it as variable acceleration. Okay, it was continuously changing. So அது வந்து higher ஆகலாம், decrease ஆகலாம், increase ஆகலாம், decrease ஆகலாம். It was continuously changing. We call it as variable acceleration. Okay. Third one is your average acceleration. Average acceleration. Average acceleration. Remember when we are discussing about the average acceleration, so now on the average velocity, average speed and solid again, same relation. The average acceleration is nothing but total change in velocity. Total change in velocity to the total time interval. Total change in velocity to the total time interval. When we are discussing about the change in velocity, acceleration average is equal to total change. So the total change in velocity is nothing but v2 minus v1 by t2 minus t1. Or when we are discussing about the total change, when there is a bigger change, na del la mention pandra. When there is a small change, na small d la mention pandra. Del v by del t is your average acceleration. Del v by del d is your average acceleration. Okay. Okay, next one, fourth one. Fourth one, instantaneous acceleration. Fourth one is your instantaneous acceleration. Okay, instantaneous acceleration. So take a point. So it is equal to the limiting value. Instantaneous acceleration, it is equal to the limiting value, of average acceleration. It is equal to the limiting value of average acceleration. When there is having some limits, average acceleration ke limits number discuss pannumbodhu, we call it as instantaneous acceleration. Okay, average acceleration of the object, in small time interval. In small time interval around that instant. In small time interval around that instant. When the time interval approaches zero. Then acceleration is equal to, it will be having its own limit del t tends to zero, it is del v by del t. When we are discussing about the smaller change, when the time period is equal to zero, so we can write it as dv by dt. It is nothing but dv by dt. So acceleration, instantaneous acceleration is nothing but dv by dt. When it is a bigger change, average acceleration is del v by del t. Okay, so we already know that velocity equal to dx by dt. We already know that velocity is nothing but dx by dt. So x is nothing but your displacement. Now I'm going to substitute in this relation. So acceleration is equal to d by dt of dx by dt. So which is equal to d square x by dt square. So acceleration is equal to d square x by dt square. So this is your instantaneous acceleration relation. So differentiation part here, we have to specify and we have to go step by step. Okay. So next one, positive and negative acceleration. Okay, anyone? What is positive acceleration? What is positive acceleration?
What's
Yaar madhu? Okay, innoru solringla. Please voice.
what's gravity, sir?
No, see, okay. இப்போதைக்கு நான் வந்து gravitation பத்தி நான் discuss பண்ணல. So gravitation அது next part அது. Okay, இப்போதைக்கு நான் வந்து we are going to discuss about the positive and negative acceleration. Remember, positive acceleration, okay, if the velocity of the object increases with the time. Okay, so then the acceleration is positive. Suppose idu note பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா நான் erase பண்ணிட்டேன். Is it over?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So next one, positive and negative acceleration. Positive acceleration, if you draw a graph, for example, a graph draw பண்றேன். It is your time period and it is your velocity. Time period x-axis இருக்கு, velocity வந்து y-axis இருக்கு. If you draw a graph, so velocity வந்து increase ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. With respect to time period. When the velocity was increasing with respect to time period, acceleration என்னது? It is positive acceleration. It is your positive acceleration. Okay, it is always positive. Okay, so that means நான் வந்து ஒரு பைக்ல போறேன், கார்ல போறேன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? So when the velocity was increasing, accelerate கொடுத்துட்டே இருக்கேன்னா increase ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு velocity increase ஆயிட்டு இருக்குன்னா the acceleration is also increasing with respect to time period. அதே negative acceleration when the velocity decreases with the time. அதே கிராஃப் டிரா பண்ண இந்த கிராஃப்ஸ் தான் நம்ம நாளைக்கு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணலாம்னு சொல்லி. So it is velocity. So already வந்து நான் வெஹிக்கிள்ல டிராவல் ஆயிருக்கேன், there will be having some velocity. நான் அந்த velocity பேஸ் பண்ணி நான் என்ன பண்றேன், நான் சடனா பிரேக் போடுறேன் இல்ல நான் ஸ்லோ பண்றேன். When I'm slowing it, so the velocity decreases. with respect time period. So நான் வந்து இங்க பிரேக் பண்றேன். ஆல்ரெடி நான் வந்து ஒரு வெலாசிட்டில டிராவல் ஆயிருக்கேன். So நான் சடனா பிரேக் பண்றேன். பிரேக் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? The speed will try to decrease. Speed velocity decrease ஆகும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? So the acceleration also decreases. When the acceleration decreases, it is negative. Okay, so we call this retardation or deacceleration. Okay, we call this retardation or deacceleration. Retardation spelling R-E-T-A-R-D-A-T-I-O-N. D-A-T-I-O-N, retardation. Okay, deacceleration, D-E-C-E-L-E-R-A-T-I-O-N, deacceleration. Okay, retardation also, deacceleration also for this negative one. Okay, positive is constant velocity increase, time period increase. We call it as positive. So these are your types of accelerations. Okay, we'll do some problems on this. The differentiation part start agum, koncham differentiation, koncham practice pannanga. Ipo maths la irukka maadhiri irukku, andha tough ah irukku. Basics adu neenga therinju vechukkiradhu better. Okay, so any doubts on this acceleration?
No, sir.
Take a question. One by one we'll see the questions. Okay, so here the question is the displacement x of a particle, varies with the time t. The displacement x of a particle varies with the time t as x is equal to 4t square minus 15t plus 25. X is equal to 4t square minus 15t plus 25. So it is your position. I'll repeat again. The displacement x of a particle varies with the time x is equal to 4t square minus 15t plus 25. Okay. Find the position, velocity and acceleration. Find the position, velocity and acceleration of the particle at t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0. I'll repeat again. Find the position, velocity and acceleration at t is equal to 0. Full stop. When will the velocity of the particle becomes 0? When will the velocity of the particle becomes 0? Okay, becomes 0. Okay, can we call the motion of the particle? As one with uniform acceleration? Can we call the motion of the particle as one with uniform acceleration? I'll repeat the question. The displacement x of a particle varies with the time as x is equal to 4t square minus 15t plus 25. Find the position, velocity and acceleration of the particle at t is equal to 0. When will the velocity of the particle become 0? Can we call the motion of the particle as one with uniform acceleration? Okay, so we'll see one by one. So here they have given the displacement. So displacement on the variable with respect to time period. So it is your variable displacement. X is equal to 4t square minus 15t plus 25. Now for this displacement, okay, at t is equal to 0. So we need to find the position, velocity and acceleration. One by one we'll see. So to find the position is nothing but your displacement. So t is equal to 0, direct substitute panna, we are going to find the x. So first one, 4 into 0, just substitute here. So t is equal to 0, substitute pannunga. We'll get x as your relation. Okay, x as 25 meters. X as 25 meters when t is equal to 0. So it is 4 into 0 minus 15 plus 25. Okay. Okay, next one, velocity. See, to find the velocity, velocity is nothing but your displacement by time period, change in displacement by time period. So it is a dx by dt. So we are going to differentiate the term. Okay, we are going to differentiate the term. So d by dt of 4t square minus 15t plus 25. 4t square minus 15t plus t square. So we have to differentiate the term. So differentiation basic some formulas irukku. Na adu kudukren, adu base panni you can do it. So d by dt of t square is 2t. d by dt of t square is 2t. So r as t place lo n substitute pannum. So dv dt of t power n is n into t power n minus 1. N into t power n minus 1. Differentiation of t power n term is n into t power n minus 1. And d by dt of constant, any constant, or 1, 2, 3, either constant number, so it will be 0. It will be 0. Okay, so when you do the differentiation, yes, it is 8t minus 15. Yes, so velocity is 8t minus 15. 8t minus 15. Okay, and the differentiation for the third formula, d by dt of t, constant term, same term. When these two are same, it will be 1. Okay, velocity you will get as 80 minus 15. As 80 minus 15. Now, what about the acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but it is dv by dt. Again, you have to differentiate with respect to time period. So, velocity with respect to time. So, acceleration is dv by dt. When you got the velocity, so if t is equal to 0, substitute point, try to find the velocity. Same thing, when t is equal to 0, find the acceleration. Okay, acceleration now when you are differentiating, so it will be 1. Okay, and constant minus 15 constant.
8 meter per second.
Yes, ma, correct. It is 8 meter per second square. Good. It is 8 meter per second square. Okay, done. Have you taken this one? T equal to substitute pannunga. Okay, so x on the 25 on there because these terms, two terms will be 0, only 25 will be there, and the velocity on the 80 minus 15 one. So the velocity will be minus 15 meter per second. Okay, at t is equal to 0, and the third one, acceleration on the 8 meter per second square at t is equal to 0. This is one step. First question here. Second one, when the velocity becomes 0. Okay, can I erase it? Is it over?
Sir.
Okay. So, the second part, when the velocity is equal to 0, what is the time period? Time duration. We are going to find the time duration for it. So, velocity relation another v is equal to 8t minus 15. V is equal to 8t minus 15. When velocity is equal to 0. When velocity is equal to 0, the relation will be 8t is equal to 15, t is equal to 15 by 8. T is equal to 15 by 8. So when you divide it, it will get approx 1.87 seconds. Time period will be 1.87 seconds. Okay, this is your time period. And the last one, the question can we call the motion of the particle as one with uniform acceleration? Can we call the motion of the particle as one with uniform acceleration? So first acceleration, the uniform acceleration என்னன்னு பார்க்கலாம். இது முன்னாடி நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணும்போது acceleration at t is equal to 0 இருந்தாலும் t is equal to 1 ஆனாலும் 2 ஆனாலும் 3 ஆனாலும் எதானாலும் acceleration வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆகாது. ஏன்னா acceleration வந்து it is 8 meter per second square. It was completely away from the time period. So time period dependent கிடையாது. So it is not dependent on time period. So here the acceleration is uniform acceleration because it is not depends on time period. The acceleration does not depends on time period. We can mention not depends on time period. Does not depends on time period. Okay, so this is your relation. So if you have any doubts, please ask me that. Any doubts? The doubt irka?
No, sir.
Okay, ma. So next question. So in the question you try pannunga. Next question. Okay, so next question. The displacement x of a particle. The displacement x of a particle. The displacement x of a particle. X is equal to. The displacement x of a particle. X is equal to 3 minus 5t plus 2t square. 3 minus 5t plus 2t square. 5t plus 2t square depends on time period t. Depends on time period t. Depends on time period t. If t is measured in seconds, if t is measured in seconds and x is your displacement, t is in seconds and x is in displacement, that is meters. Meters. Find its velocity. find its velocity at t is equal to 2 seconds. Find its velocity at t is equal to 2 seconds. Second one, acceleration at t is equal to 4 seconds. Acceleration at t is equal to 4 seconds. Try to find it. So now the displacement கொடுத்திருக்கேன். So we are going to differentiate and we are going to find the velocity. Again, now the velocity differentiate பண்ணா I am going to find the acceleration. Velocity find it பண்ணிட்டு try to substitute t is equal to 2. We are going to find the velocity and t is equal to 4. We are going to find the acceleration. Do it. There are doubt இருந்தா யாருக்காவது doubt இருந்தா please tell me.
Velocity is equal to 3, sir.
Yes, ma, correct. Unit markadinga. The velocity is 3 meter per second. Acceleration. Acceleration.
4 meter per second square.
How much?
4.
Yes. So it is 4 meter per second square. So others, without doubt in the, please ask me now. So or else we'll do the next one. The doubts irka? No, sir. Okay, fine. So okay, so we'll see the next one. Let's see the next one. So next one, kinetic equations. So in the differentiation நீங்க பண்றீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Just time period substitute பண்ணிட்டு we are going to find the velocity or the acceleration. இது பேஸ் பண்ணி தான் questions இருக்கும். Okay, try to practice it. Now worksheet as usual நான் வந்து share பண்றேன். So initial measurement and kinematics. Yes. Okay. So next heading, kinetic equations. Kinetic equations. இதுக்கு நான் வந்து equationsக்கு நான் derivation எதுவுமே பண்ண மாட்டேன் because we won't require any derivations. Okay. But we'll see the equations. என்ன equations இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம். So when you're discussing about the equations, இதுல வந்து there are 3 equations are there. Equation, and remember in the kinematic equations வந்து we are discussing with respect to motion in straight line. ஒரு object வந்து straight lineல travel ஆயிருக்குன்னா இந்த 3 equations ரொம்ப important. First one, you already know these relations. V is equal to U plus AT. Second one, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. And third one, B square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Okay, but chinna example பார்க்கலாம். So assume there is an object. Object as I'll always remember as mass. So it was trying to travel from A point to B point, starting point to ending point. So mass on the A point and the travel when it is starting, it is an initial condition. So they'll be having some initial velocity U. After reaching the B point, they'll be having some final velocity B. Okay, and when it is traveling from A point to B point, remember when it is traveling from A point to B point, they'll be having some displacement. So it is your displacement, yes. And the time taken, time duration is nothing but your total time period. Okay, so and acceleration, it was gaining some acceleration because the initial velocity and the final velocity travel, whether it is increasing acceleration or decreasing acceleration. So initial velocity, final velocity, displacement, time period, and acceleration. Depends upon these terms, we are going to discuss about the problems. And there is one more thing, fourth term. And the fourth term to find the nth term. So nth second, nth time period, nth displacement பத்தி நம்ம discuss பண்ணும்போது fourth equation. So it is away from these 3. So இது இல்லாம there is a fourth term, nth term. So அந்த problems நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். அந்த formula வந்து S nth is equal to U plus A by 2 into Sn is equal to U plus A by 2 into 2n minus 1 to find the nth displacement or to find the nth second. Okay, we are using this relation. Yes, n plus 1 is equal to U plus A by 2 into 2n minus 1. Just take this relation. Okay, so idhula derivations namakku important kadiyadu. So we require more problems, more relations. Okay, so one by one we'll see. Okay, so can we do a problem on this? Either doubts irukama? Not particular the relations. Right, ma. So make a problem. First one, first relation, a simpler one. First question. A jet plane starts from rest. A jet plane starts from rest with an acceleration of 3 meter per second square. and makes a run for 35 seconds. And makes a run for 35 seconds. I'll repeat again. A jet plane starts from rest with an acceleration of 3 meters per second square and makes a run for 35 seconds before taking off. Before taking off. Full stop. What is the minimum length of the runway? What is the minimum length of the runway? And what is the velocity of the jet takeoff? What is the velocity of the jet at takeoff? I'll repeat the question. A jet plane starts from rest with initial acceleration. The acceleration is 3 meters per second square and makes a run for 35 seconds. Okay, before taking off. What is the minimum length of the runway and what is the velocity of the jet at takeoff? Okay, so when you are getting the question, just read the question once or twice. Okay, என்னென்ன data இருக்கு first check பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Equationக்காக பார்க்காதீங்க. First data பாருங்க. Okay, so இங்க என்ன பண்றாங்க? There is a initial which is object is at rest condition. So object is at rest condition, u is equal to 0. Okay, and it was gaining some acceleration. Acceleration என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கா? It is meter per second square கொடுத்திருக்கா. Okay, and it was taking the time period. So time period வந்து it is the 35 seconds and கொடுத்திருக்கா. 35 seconds. So what we have to do, and idoda displacement it is starting point. Rest condition and when it is taking off, in the point it was taking off. So we are going to find the displacement. Displacement is nothing but length. So once the displacement அது take off பண்ணும்போது what is the velocity v? We are going to find the velocity v. Now, so we'll check one by one. So எனக்கு initial velocity கிடையாது, u equal to 0. Acceleration இருக்கு, time period இருக்கு, displacement இருக்கு. Velocity we need to find at the end. Okay, first displacement find out பண்ணலாம். என்ன relation யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்? There are three equations out there. V is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half a square, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square minus u square equal to 2as னா அங்க velocity final இருக்கு, displacement இருக்கு, ரெண்டுமே தெரியாது. So from the second equation, s is equal to ut plus half a t square. From this relation, try to find displacement. Try to find displacement. Then we need to find the velocity to take off. So final velocity எனக்கு வேணும். To find the final velocity, எனக்கு first equation ஆயிருக்கு. ஏன்னா time period இருக்கு, acceleration இருக்கு, final initial equal to 0. So v is equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. Okay, in the relation based பண்ணி we can able to find the velocity, or we can use v square minus u square is equal to as. Either way is correct. Okay, so try to find the displacement first, then find the velocity. Displacement 615.5. No ma. It is not 615.5. So it is 1837.5. Displacement on the 1837.5 meters. Or check பண்ணிக்கோங்க. இங்க t square இருக்கு. நீங்க maybe miss பண்ணிருக்கலாம் இது. Yes, ma. Displacement is 1837.5. Yes. So find the velocity from this relation. V is equal to u plus at. Others, please do it. Okay. So உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது doubt இருக்குன்னா கொஞ்சம் கேளுங்க. Velocity is 105. Yes, ma, correct. Velocity is 105 meters per second. Okay. So ஏதாவது doubts இருந்தா please ask me that. இல்ல நீங்க பண்ற மாதிரி பண்ணுங்க, கொஞ்சம் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க பேசலன்னா பரவாயில்ல, மெசேஜ்ல மெசேஜ் பண்ணுங்க. சார் ஓகே சார், கம்ப்ளீட் சார், ஆன்சர் வந்திருக்கு சார், டவுட் இல்ல சார். ஓகே, சோ கொஞ்சம் ஆக்டிவா இருங்க கொஞ்சம் கிளாஸ்ல. ஓகே, ஓவர். எனி டவுட்ஸ்? டவுட் இருக்கா? Okay, fine. So we'll see the next question. Next question. Take the next question. இந்த question நீங்களே ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க பார்க்கலாம். Okay, an electron traveling with a speed of Take the question. An electron traveling with a speed of 5 into 10 power 3 meter per second. 5 into 10 power 3 meter per second. An electron traveling. Sir, I can't understand. Okay, Kichu 0. இப்பதான் வந்திருக்கீங்களா நீங்க? உங்க நேம் என்ன? கிச்சுவா என்ன நேமா உங்க நேம்? ஓகே, நீங்க வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க, நான் क्वेश्चंस சொல்லிட்டு சோ நான் வந்து எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன் லாஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन உங்களுக்கு. ஓகே மா, இந்த क्वेश्चन நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஜஸ்ட் டேக் திஸ் क्वेश्चन. சோ கிச்சு வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க ஒரு 2 minutes. கிரண் சார், ஓகே கிரண், நான் சொல்றேன் அந்த क्वेश्चन. ஓகே, an electron traveling with a speed of 5 into 10 power 3 meter per second passes through. கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணுங்கம்மா கிருஷ்ணா. கிரண் கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. Good. Okay. So an electron traveling with a speed of 5 into 10 power 3 meter per second, okay, passes through an electric field. Passes through an electric field with an acceleration of 10 power 12 meter per second. With an acceleration of 10 power 12 meter per second. Sorry, meter per second square. 10 power 12 meter per second square. In the first question, how long will it take for the electron to double its speed? How long will it take to travel or to double the speed? How long will it take to double the speed? So we are going to find the time period. So when the speed is doubled, so அவங்க வந்து initial velocity, initial speed கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, u கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. கிரண் கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணுமா. Okay, so when the speed is doubled, so velocity v வந்து it is 2 times of u. V வந்து 2 times of u. When v is equal to 2 times of u, we are going to find the time period. Okay, so second question in it. Second question, what will be the distance covered by the electron in this time? What will be the distance covered by the electron in this time? So we are going to find the distance. Yes. Okay, so try to find these relations. So first a relation பார்க்கணும். So இங்க வந்து initial velocity இருக்கு, final velocity இருக்கு, acceleration இருக்கு. So we are going to find the time period. So what I'll do, I'll take the first equation. First equation another, v is equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. And the second relation, to find the displacement, I'll take s is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, so try to find the relations. Okay, Kiran. So அங்க வந்து ப்ராப்ளம் அது பண்ணிட்டோம். கிரண் கொஞ்சம் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. எஸ்மா, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி क्वेश्चन வந்து நீங்க நோட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन நோட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா கிரண்? Yes, can you read the question?
Sir, t is equal to 2 seconds, sir.
T is equal to 2 seconds. இல்லமா கிடையாது. செக் பண்ணுங்க திரும்பி. கிரண், அந்த क्वेश्चन சொல்லுங்கமா ஒரு தடவை. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन படிக்கிறீங்களா? ஓகே, क्वेश्चन ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஓகே சார், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन என்ன சொல்லிருக்கேன்னா, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चनல so there is a jet. Okay, jet was at rest condition. So it was at rest condition. Rest condition இருக்கும்போது initial velocity கிடையாது, ஏன்னா வந்து it was at rest condition. Okay, and rest condition வந்து it was traveling பண்ணும்போது, it was moving பண்ணும்போது they will be having some acceleration. அவன் என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கான்? acceleration கொடுத்திருக்கான். acceleration value என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கானா 3 meter per second square கொடுத்திருக்கான். Okay, and இது travel பண்ணிருக்கு, it was traveled around 35 seconds. time period கொடுத்திருக்கான் 35 seconds வரைக்கும் it was travel பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா it was take off. So flight வந்து or jet வந்து it was taking off. Okay, so take off பண்ணும்போது they'll be having some velocity. அந்த velocity எனக்கு தெரியாது, அதை find out பண்ணணும். And இது வந்து starting வந்து அந்த take off work என்ன displacement. Okay, ஓடிட்டானா கிரண்? ரைட், வரட்டும். ஓகேவா, முடிச்சா? So t is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 6. No, it is 10 power minus 9. கொஞ்சம் செக் பண்ணுங்க. t is equal to 10 power minus 9. So relation வந்து v is equal to u plus at. v is equal to u plus at. So from this relation t is equal to v minus u by a. t is equal to v minus u by a. So velocity is twice its initial. So 2 into 5 into 10 power minus 3. Sorry, 10 power 3. Okay, it is your final velocity. Minus initial velocity another 5 into 10 power 3. By acceleration. Acceleration என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? It is 10 power 12. Acceleration is 10 power 12. So from this relation, so now the 5 into 10 power minus 3 na common பண்ணாலும், so in our relation 5 into 10 power 3, okay, 2 minus 1 by 10 power 12. 10 power 12. So 2 minus 1 is nothing but 1. 10 power minus 12 agum when it is moving upward direction. So 5 into 10 power 3 into 10 power minus 12. So the answer is around 5 into 10 power minus 9 seconds. This is your answer. Okay, note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Okay, others do it. Displacement. What is the displacement?
2.5 into 10 to the power of 9, sir.
2.5 into illama. So displacement is 3.75 into 10 power minus 5. 3.5 into 3.75 into 10 power minus 5 meters. Check பண்ணிக்கோங்க the answer. Okay, so time period okay வா? Note பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? So displacement we'll see. So to find the displacement, so relation என்ன சொல்லிருக்க? S is equal to ut plus half a t square. S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Okay, so here u we already know it is a 5 into 10 power 3. T is 5 into 10 power minus 9 plus half acceleration. Acceleration is 10 power 12. Again, T is 5 into 10 power minus 9 whole square. Okay, so இதுல வந்து நீங்க power terms remove பண்ணா, so power terms remove பண்ணா, so you'll get the relations. Okay, so try to find this one. So answer வந்து approx 3.75 into 10 power minus 5 வருது. Check பண்ணுங்க, or else I'll do this. Answer 3.75 into 10 power minus 5 meters. கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்டா பண்ணுங்க. What? Got the answer?
sir.
No sir. Okay, நான் பண்றேன். ஸ்வேதா என்னாச்சுமா ஆன்சர் வந்துருச்சா? ஸ்வேதா, ஸ்வீட்டி, ஃபசல், தினேஷ். Doing sir. Okay, fine. So இதுல what I'll do, so இங்க வந்து 5 times இருக்கு, நான் வந்து 5 times multiply பண்ணிடுறேன். So it is 25 into 10 power 3 10 power minus 9, so it is 10 power minus 6. So இதுக்கு வந்து it is 25 into 10 power minus 6 plus நான் இங்க கீழே எழுதுறேன் பக்கத்துல. Okay, so 25 into 10 power minus 6 plus, so இங்க வந்து 5 இருக்கு, 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is 2.5. 2.5 into power terms பார்க்கலாம். இது வந்து and one more thing, இந்த 5 square இது. Sorry. 5 square. So it is 25 by 2. 25 by 2. And 10 power 12. இங்க வந்து 10 power minus 18 வரும். 9 times 2 it is 10 power minus 18. So 10 power 12 minus 18. Okay. So 10 power 12 minus 18. So it is nothing but minus 6. It is nothing but minus 6. Okay, now so 10 power minus 6 நான் வந்து common பண்றேன். So when I separating 10 power 6, so the relation is 25 plus 12.5. So 25 plus 12.5 is nothing but 37.5. So 37.5 into 10 power 6 வரலாம், இல்லனா 3.76. Okay, so 3.75 into 10 power minus 5 வரலாம். Both are same. So 37.5 into 10 power minus 6. ரெண்டு ஆன்சர்ஸ் சேம். பவர் டர்ம்ஸ் நான் செப்பரேட் பண்றேன். மேபி நீங்க வந்து பவர் டர்ம்ஸ்ல நீங்க டிஃபிகல்ட்டா ஃபீல் பண்றீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ எலக்ட்ரோஸ்டாட்டிக்ஸ் மேக்னடிசம்ல இந்த மாதிரி சம்ஸ் வரும். ஓகே, இப்போதைக்கு வராது, இது ஒரு சம் தான். நீங்க ஒன்ஸ் நீங்க வந்து கிளாஸ் 12th டாபிக்ஸ் நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் அது கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ இதுல டவுட் இருந்தா ப்ளீஸ் ஆஸ்க் மீ தட். ஸோ பவர் டர்ம்ஸ் நான் காமன் எடுத்துட்டு ஆட் பண்ணிட்டேன். வில் கெட் த ஆன்சர். இதுல ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தா ப்ளீஸ் ஆஸ்க் மீ. Got it, sir. Okay. Sweta, Sweetie, Dinesh. Okay, well, fine. Okay, we'll see the next question. Next question பார்த்துட்டு we'll stop it. And நான் வந்து worksheets நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன், கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. கண்டிப்பா டவுட்ஸ் வரணும், டவுட்ஸ் வரலன்னா நீங்க ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணலன்னு தான் மீனிங் அது. ஓகே, ஸோ இது வந்து கிராஷ் கோர்ஸ். நம்ம ரெகுலர் 1 year 2 years கோர்ஸ் மாதிரி இருந்தால் ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. ரொம்ப ஸ்லோவா போயிட்டு நம்ம வந்து நாளைக்கு வந்து ஒரு சம் பண்ணிக்கலாம், 2-3 days பண்ணலாம் ஒரு சம். பட் இப்போதைக்கு வந்து ஃபாஸ்டா தான் மூவ் பண்ணணும், கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. நீங்க டவுட்ஸ் இருந்தால் you can ask me. ஓகே, லாஸ்ட் சம், then I'll leave you. ஓகே, ஸோ கொஸ்டின் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. On a foggy day, two drivers spot each other. On a foggy day, two drivers spot each other. When they are just 80 meters away. When they are just 80 meters apart. I'll repeat the question. On a foggy day, two drivers spot each other when they are just 80 meters apart. They are traveling at 72 kilometers per hour. And 60 kilometers per hour. I'll repeat the question. On a foggy day, two drivers spot each other when they are just 80 meters apart. They are traveling at 72 kilometers per hour and 60 kilometers per hour. Both of them applied brakes. Retarding cars. Both of them applied brakes retarding cars at the rate of 5 meters per second square. Retarding na, it is nothing but deceleration. It will try to decrease the speed. Deceleration at the rate of 5 meters per second square. Determine whether they collide or not. So I assume it is your homework. Ma'am vanditaanga. It is your homework. Okay, so I'll repeat the question. On a foggy day, two drivers spot each other when they are just 80 meters apart. They are traveling at 72 kilometers per hour and 60 kilometers per hour. Both of them applied brakes, retarding their cars at the rate of 5 meters per second square. Okay, determine whether they collide or not, or determine whether they avoid collision or not. Okay, right. So to do this sum, எப்படி இருக்குன்னு நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். So then you can try it. Okay, so இங்க வந்து ஒரு கார் இருக்கு, இங்க ஒரு கார் இருக்கு. Okay, there are two cars, A and B. Okay, so A and B both are traveling with some speed. So A side only it was traveling with 72 kilometers per hour, and B side only it was traveling with 60 kilometers per hour. ரெண்டு கார்ஸ் டிராவல் ஆயிருக்கு. And at 80 meters displacement low, they have seen each other. 80 meters displacement low, they have seen each other. And remember one more thing, meters lo kuduthirukanga, inge kilometers per hour la. So you have to convert everything into meter per second. Meter per second la convert pannu. And so both are applying accelerations. Acceleration of deacceleration. So deacceleration kuduthirukanga. When we are discussing about the deacceleration, already solite, it is nothing but negative acceleration, minus 5 meter per second square. Deacceleration kuduthirukanga, it is minus 5 meter per second square. And remember one more thing. So இது வந்து collide ஆகுமா இல்லையான்னு சொல்லி தான் அவங்க கேக்குறாங்க. So that means when you are applying the brakes, the final velocity, எது இருக்கோ final velocity, so the velocity v is equal to 0. ரெண்டு கேசஸ்ல final velocity v is equal to 0 because these two are applying brakes. எப்படியும் அது ஸ்டாப் தான் ஆக போகுது. Final velocity v equal to 0. Initial velocity 72 kilometers per hour. இது 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, I need to convert into meter per second. Acceleration தெரியும். Velocity 0. Okay, so what we are going to find? First one, we are going to find the displacement. First case, displacement. So it is S1, it is S2. Try to find the displacement. Okay, so displacement find out pannittu when you are adding these two. So rendume neenga add பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா, when S1 plus S2 is greater than 80 meters. Remember, S1 plus S2 greater than 80 meters, they will collide. They will collide. If S1 plus S2 less than 80 meters, they will not collide. Okay, remember, ரெண்டு displacement நான் add பண்ணும்போது 80 தாண்டிச்சுனா they will collide. 80 decrease ஆயிடுச்சுனா what will happen? They won't collide at all. This is your question. So கொஞ்சம் practice பண்ணுங்க. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. The doubts இருக்காமா இதுல? Anything? So this is your homework question. So tomorrow you have to give me the answer. Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Right now. So okay, I'll stop.